In today's video, we're going to be talking about the Mass Effect lead writer quitting BioWare. There's a brand new sci-fi game that's been announced for the PlayStation 4 and it looks pretty good. And there's some interesting news on Demon's Souls, the PlayStation 3 exclusive. More on that in a little bit. First, let's talk about the Mass Effect lead writer quitting BioWare. Drew Karpyshyn has announced that he is leaving BioWare, and this is for the second time. This is the writer that worked on games such as Mass Effect, Mass Effect 2, and Star Wars: The Old Republic, so you know he's had some quality games under his belt. This isn't the first time the writer is leaving BioWare. He did leave back in 2012 to work on a trilogy of books, but he came back to the studio in 2015. His official post states this, quote, "I know a lot of you are wondering why I'm doing this. For many people, working on BioWare would be their dream job, and they can't imagine anyone stepping away from it, but it was time for me to move on. Everyone who works at BioWare pours their heart and soul into their games they are making. It's creatively demanding and at times exhausting. In the past, I've managed to juggle outside projects with my work at BioWare, but it always took a toll, and there were always outside projects I had to pass up on because they would represent a conflict of interest with BioWare or EA property." The writer won't be leaving the games industry in its entirety, but he'll work more on a project-to-project basis, which if that's the best for him, more power to him. Again, this is a heavy blow to BioWare, as he did work on some fantastic games, as I mentioned, Mass Effect, Mass Effect 2, and Star Wars: The Old Republic, but hopefully they can move on and still create some quality products. BioWare does have a relatively negative light attached to them right now after the release of Mass Effect Andromeda. Hopefully the perception changes with Anthem, and we do know that a new Dragon Age game is also under work, so hopefully those deliver. But what we know now is that Drew Karpyshyn has left BioWare. Unfortunate news, but this is the way the industry goes. Moving right along, there's a brand new PlayStation 4 sci-fi game announced in Planet Alpha. The announcement trailer was released and the game looks really good. It's touted as an atmospheric side-scrolling platforming adventure game combining exploration, creative puzzles, stealth mechanics, and a unique art style to create an unforgettable experience. The visuals are what's grasping about this game right away, and while this probably won't be a $60 AAA high marquee release, it is a game to be on the lookout for. It looks really solid, and outside of its PS4 release, it's coming to just about every other platform: PC, Nintendo Switch, and Xbox One. But make sure to check out the entire Planet Alpha announcement trailer for yourself. There is no release date at this point. The trailer ends with just coming soon, so hopefully the game does come sometime in 2018, but this is one that could be a sleeper hit. Keep your eyes on it. And finally, the Souls franchise has been getting a lot of attention recently from Software in its entirety. Bloodborne was a PlayStation Plus title. We know that Dark Souls is getting a remaster that's being released on May 25th, but a game that so many gamers want to see make a comeback is Demon's Souls. Demon's Souls online servers were officially closed, and gamers have been wanting a remaster on the PlayStation 4, and while we don't have definitive news on that, the game has been interestingly rated by the ESRB again for no apparent reason. The ESRB put up a rating, but it is for the PlayStation 3 version, although this is kind of odd to do out of nowhere. I wouldn't get my hopes up for a PlayStation 4 remaster right now. However, Bluepoint Games did announce that they were working on a brand new remake, and we know that Bluepoint has a relationship with Sony. Sony owns the IP to Demon's Souls, so could that be what they're working on? They did say it was a game that was bigger than their last remake in Shadow of the Colossus, so who knows? A Demon's Souls remake would be absolutely awesome, and if they did it in the style of Shadow of the Colossus, where it was completely uplifted for the PlayStation 4, oh my god, that would be absolutely awesome, and I think gamers would be all over that. Again, I wouldn't get your hopes up too quickly. A lot of this is just speculation on my part, but the game being rated on the ESRB is interesting nonetheless. Hopefully at some point we do see a remaster for the game. As a Demon's Souls remaster, and we've seen it with the Souls franchise in general, any Souls game is just a license to print money, so why not do it, especially in this case where it is just a remaster. It's an older title that was a PlayStation 3 exclusive. It's time to widen the audience of Demon's Souls, as it was a fantastic game. That is gonna conclude this video. Let us know your thoughts in the comment section down below. What do you think about the Mass Effect lead writer quitting BioWare? What do you think about Planet Alpha, a brand new PlayStation 4 sci-fi game? It looks very interesting to me. Again, could be one of the sleeper hits. I don't know if it'll be released this year, hopefully so. And let us know if you'd be on board with a Demon's Souls remaster. Sound off in the comment section down below. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.